Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our tongue diagnosis. I would like to call this a review because I presume all of you have read all the notes, the books that we have sent through email. So let's start the ball rolling with the first question. So this time it shall be replete with photographs because it is not possible to be able. Can you pwedeng i-mute kasi ayoko nung narinig nag-e-echo. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the first one. The tongue that you see is flaccid or flaccid or flabby. So what is our diagnosis here? What do you think is the reason why the tongue looks flabby? Anyone?
Sid.
Water retention, Doc. Ay,
Remember,
sorry.
if there's water retention, you expect the tongue body to be a little bit swollen. Hindi pa lang a little bit, it's going to be swollen. But this time, you have a tongue body that is so flaccid, flabby. It's so malata. So what do you think is there something wrong with the tongue? Obviously, there is. Question is, what is wrong with the tongue? Anyone would like to try?
Excess, Doc, or deficiency?
You decide, excess or deficiency?
Deficient.
Deficient. Because as you can see, doesn't have any laman, no? There's lack of body fluids or probably blood. In severe cases, the tongue will assume a crumpled look. So expect some dehydration here. Okay, so this is the opposite of retention. Okay, what does the tip of the tongue reflect? Tip. Hello? Anyone who has the
Heart,
About it. Tip of the tongue is about heart.
Yeah, heart and lung, actually. At the back of the heart is the lung. So as you can see here, the tongue tip is the heart and lung. So the tip is the heart. At the back of, behind the tip is the lung. Center of the tongue.
Stomach and spleen po.
Very good. Okay. Okay. When we describe the stomach, we always refer to the coating. But when we describe the spleen, we always refer to the color. Does that make sense? Or the color of the tongue body. Okay, so every time you think of young organs, coating yan. Okay, root of the tongue or the back of the tongue. Anyone?
Kidney po, Doc. Kidney, intestine.
Yeah, the small and large intestine.
bladder,
Ano ba
kidney,
isa?
Yes, very good.
bladder.
The bladder. Now, it all depends on, like, of course, when you talk about the root of the tongue, this will include 4 organs, diba? The kidney, the bladder, the large intestine, and the small intestine. So you will have to determine which is which. So obviously, if you think it's a urinary issue, then it would be bladder. Okay, when you look at the coating or the kidney. Okay, so if it's something to do with the bowel movement, then that's the large intestine. And for women, when you have, I'm sure you've heard of leukorrhea, you have discharges, so we would always connect it with the bladder and kidneys. Okay. Next, lateral border of the tongue.
So right side po, gallbladder. Left side is liver.
Yeah. Other books would say, yeah, just like what we learned last night, no? Ano yung left side is the gallbladder, right side is it the gallbladder, right? Yeah, liver,
Right side po is gallbladder, tama po ba? And left side is liver.
But now we usually refer to it as liver and gallbladder. Because if you remember, for those who have taken up lessons in acupuncture, TCM, the liver and gallbladder are interiorly, exteriorly related, diba? And liver is mostly yin than yang. And then when it assumes a more yang status, definitely it will affect the gallbladder, no? So okay, when you're talking about the coating, then you refer to the gallbladder. Do you follow? So if one side, so you were saying, so, kasi when you talk about coating, you only talk about the full organs, the young organs, the gallbladder, the small intestine, ano pa, the stomach, okay? Yun lang yun. So when you talk about the coating, usually the coating is found on only one side. So definitely it's a gallbladder issue. Kasi young organ po ang gallbladder. Okay, tip of the tongue, upper jaw includes what particular organs? This is just a repeat.
Lung and heart,
Yes, very
upper
good.
jaw,
Okay, let's talk about the sun jaw. Sun jaw is three jaw or triple warmer, no? Triple burner. So this is not an organ. We call this as okay, the experts would say that this is something to do with the interstitial fluid. So it's basically when you want the vital substances to be distributed equally, then you have to do something about the sanjiao. So as you can see, we have three: upper, middle, and lower. What does the tongue body color reflect? What does it tell us? Or why do we look at the tongue body color? Anyone would like to answer? Go. Yung iba.
It's about excess and deficiency. Excess or deficiency, I mean.
Would you like to change your answer? Sige.
Body
I'll give you
color.
a clue. Kanina I was talking about when you talk about the color, we always refer to the condition or the state of the yin organs. Do you
The
remember?
spleen
When
and
we
the
talk
heart
about the
lobe.
coating, yeah. So ibig sabihin, we talk about the state of the yin organs and blood because blood is yin.
Yin.
So if there
What
is
does
blood deficiency, what do you expect the tongue body color to look to be? Will it be pale or will it
Pale.
be red? Pale. So if the
tail,
yes, very good. And also it will tell us about heat or cold. No? It's like this. We always do the pulse and tongue simultaneously. And by the way, para hindi so that you will not be, you will not have information overload. I have decided to do the pulse when we see each other next week. Okay? It's better
Yes.
absorbed. Or we can do another Zoom if you want, but it's impossible eh. It's really not possible. We cannot just do it via Zoom. Okay. So if you see that the tongue body color is red, what immediately comes to mind? Is it hot or cold?
hot,
Hot, of course. And then when you look at when you feel the pulse, should it be fast or slow?
Fast.
Fast.
fast,
Okay, but take note, it doesn't always happen. They don't always agree, especially if your client was so in a hurry, probably because of traffic, heavy traffic, and then you would rush to your clinic. and he will have a rapid heart rate. So you have to allow the patient to rest for a few minutes or start asking questions. So this time you need to look at the tongue, look at the face, look at the ears, everything. Diba? Timing lang yan. So usually it would take 10 minutes to settle down. But again, if you're going to like allocate 1 hour for each patient, then you should, know time management. Okay? And also, sino yung nagsabi ng excess and deficient? Medyo baguhin may answer. This can actually tell us if there is yin deficiency or yang deficiency. Usually, pag yin deficiency, it's either normal yung color, kasi pag wala pang empty heat, or it's red. Okay? Pag
Red.
yang deficiency, kulang ang yang, anong kulay? Red or pale?
Pale.
Very good. Now, let's go to the tongue body shape. Okay, siguro si Sir, this is where you reconsider your answer.
Yeah. Excess or deficiency.
Okay, so this is, would like to answer this. What does the tongue body shape reflect? Because this is the way you should flex your muscles. What do I mean by that? Like, especially when you have a practitioner beside you, probably a medical practitioner. Oy, turuan mo naman ako niyan because you're so knowledgeable. Make
Yeah,
sure
naaliw talaga sila dun.
maaliw sila, of course. Or not even, not lang MDs or naturopaths. You have to also educate your patient. Of course, they would not be able to grasp it right away, but the fact that kukunan mo sila ng pictures, and if they trust you, they will give you their FB account. And they will unlock their profile. O, diba? Ganun lang yan. But if they don't like you, their profile will remain locked. Okay. Okay, so again, Sir Robert, no? Okay, dito papasok yung deficiency or excess. Now, this is exciting because from the body shape of the tongue, you can determine if deficient or excess. And you can confirm this through the pulse. Okay, especially kung nakasettle na yung, nakarelax na yung patient mo. So if the pulse is strong, no? Parang kinokontra yung finger pads mo, ano po yan? Excess or deficient?
Excess.
Okay, excess. So usually a patient, okay, how does the tongue body look like if the condition is deficient? Are you going to look at a tongue body that is
Manipis do.
okay, manipis, kulang.
Kulang.
Ganyan.
Manipis siya.
At sobra, malaki, no? So this will include thickness. And you have to take note if it is thin or swollen. The suppleness, no? It is important that we should know if the tongue is stiff or flabby. So ito yung opposite ng kanina, no? Flabby. And also, you should take a look at the surface for cracks. And also involuntary movements. So later we're going to distinguish between quivering and moving. Next, what does the tongue coating reflect?
Heat, dampness,
Okay, what did I mention earlier? Anong klaseng organs talaga are we talking about when you look at the tongue coating?
sagabal.
Yin organs or yang organs?
Yin organs.
Yan.
Organ.
Ay,
Yan.
yang. Yang kasi heat pala. Sorry, Doc.
Walang kinalaman ang yin when it comes to tongue coating, no? So the reason why you look at the coating is because you want to determine the status of the state of the yang, especially the stomach. The first thing that you should consider is stomach. It's almost always the stomach. And then just like the tongue body shape, this is where you also differentiate between deficiency or excess. Okay? So how do you know if deficient through the coating? Are you supposed to see a coating or are you supposed to see a thick coating? Which is which? Pag
No
deficiency, do you expect to see a thick coating or no coating?
No
Thickness.
coating.
No coating.
No coating.
Excess thick coating.
Thick
And
coating.
dito mo rin makikita heat or cold conditions. So how are you going to determine pag heat? Do you expect the
Yeah.
color of the coating to be
Yellow.
yellow? Very good. Kung cold naman, what do you expect the coating, especially those who live in Baguio like Dr. Janine?
O dok, walang coating.
Okay. Okay, sige, sige. Anong itsura ng coating? Anong kulay ng coating?
White dok.
White.
White.
Okay. Now let's go to the tongue spirit. Okay, from the term spirit, we refer to the vivacity, kung buhay na buhay, may buhay pa ba yung tongue? Okay. Di ba may mga tongue parang nalalanta na, ay sorry sorry, I just want you to feel active.
True.
So, what does it reflect? Okay, the general appearance of the tongue, the qualities of liveliness, suppleness, vitality, and brightness. And you can tell, if there's a lot of spirit sa tongue. And also the pulse, di ba? May mga pulso na parang, ano ba to? Parang nawawala na. So, wala nang spirit yung pulso. Okay, now let's go to pale tongue. Okay, what are two possible diagnosis when you see a pale tongue? By the way, what is the normal color of the tongue?
Light red.
Pink.
Okay, pale
Pink.
red or pink. Compare it to a fresh meat, no? Yung mga mahilig sa karne dyan. You know, when you buy from the butcher, yun, fresh, di ba? Ganun ang itsura ng normal na tongue. Okay, so anyone who could answer, what are the two things that will come to mind right away?
Pale tongue is deficient. Young deficient
A
dok.
pale is always deficient. But again, you need to differentiate between young deficiency. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng young deficiency? Kulang yung young. And what does the patient feel? Does he feel cold or does he feel hot?
Cold.
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 When you
Cold.
touch the legs, it's also cold. No? And blood deficiency is also pale. So how do you differentiate? Blood deficiency, kasi kulang ng blood. You know, pag kulang ng blood, there's not much blood going down. So pale din. So how do you differentiate?
The shiny or the color. The color dok.
The moisture. Pag young deficiency, slightly wet. Okay? Pag blood deficiency, slightly dry. Okay?
Yes dok.
Are we good? Both are pale, so the difference will lie in the moisture. Remember that. So parang tuyo na, ay, may nakikita akong parang, when I saw her tongue last, I won't tell who. I can see you on my, yung hindi na maputa and now let's go to a slightly pale tongue.
Yung po, warm water. So, kaya mo lang mainit, ganun mo para bumaba ang
Maingay siya dok.
Medyo nga. Sige.
You will go.
Yun ko muna.
Slight pale. Hindi mo masabi dok kung slight pale, di ba?
Actually, pag slightly
Yung
pale,
naman.
it's Qi deficiency. No? Qi deficiency, you don't actually see anything except for some teeth marks. No? But there are some, kahit walang teeth marks, basta slightly pale, it's Qi deficiency. So this time, you will have to rely on symptoms. No? And also the strength of the pulse. So how do you describe the strength of the pulse? Will it be forceful or is it forceless?
Forceless.
Yes. Weak. Now, you see a female patient, pagkatapos yung tongue niya pale, walang coating. Okay, what do you
Empty.
notice here? Okay, I'll use a laser pointer, huh? Do you see this one?
Yeah.
Can you identify the color? It looks pink, diba?
Yeah.
Looks pink, and the tongue looks lifeless. Pale tongue without a coating.
Empty heat, Doc? Tama ba?
Okay. If
Blood
you
deficiency.
yeah, this is yes, very good. Severe blood deficiency. And later on, magkakaroon na ng cracks or walang-wala na yung coating. This is very common among women. And you ask about their menses, no? Usually they will tell you, aside from, they will have scanty menstruation and also think of liver blood deficiency. So may problema sa mata, hindi makatulog na maaga, yung mga ganon. They will have cramps. Okay?
Irritable.
Yeah, irritable.
Ringing in the ears.
Yes. Ay, wow. Grabe malak.
Irregular menstruation.
Yes.
Irregular menstruation.
Yes. Okay.
Menopause.
Oo, dahan-dahan lang muna.
Something
Dami-dami.
else.
Hot flashes.
Kasi pag ang dami mong itatanong sa client, baka isang oras na yung examination mo, ha? Okay, so kasama na yan, no? Oo. Okay, let's go to the next one. Ito naman,
May question, Doc.
oh, there's a question. Go. Yung
Um,
mga parang spot. Okay. We'll talk about the spots later. The spots, pareho din ng spots sa ano yan, sa ear. Interesting.
No.
Yes. Mamaya na yung spot muna. Dito muna tayo. Isa-isahin muna natin. We're getting there. Okay, let's how about this one? Pale tongue only on the sides. Oh. Actually, ang coating, ang ano niya is normal, ha? Pero the sides are pale. So anong organ ng sides? Color?
Liver, gallbladder.
No, we don't talk about the gallbladder. Gallbladder, we didn't ask about the coating, okay?
Okay. Liver.
This is liver blood deficiency. Very good.
Deficiency.
In severe cases, the sides may become orange, just like the previous slide. Okay? Actually, when I was in Manila last time, ayoko lang sabihin sino siya, may nakita ako, orange na yung side ng, hindi ko lang sinabi kasi sabi ko i-diagnose mo sarili. Okay.
Doc, unfair ka naman.
Ay,
May
hindi mo ako
may
marites
share ako
masyado.
na ano na tongue ng ano ng patient. Kasi naano ko yung sa side parang ganun.
Ay, putlang-putla. Papunta tayo
Tapos
dyan.
parang may ridge siya sa gilid.
Yes.
Spleen.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Spleen.
Okay, you remind me later. We have tongues like that. Remember, we have 100 slides. Okay, sige. Ito naman, pale lang siya sa center. What is this?
Stomach.
No, we're talking about the color of the tongue. When we talk about the coating, then you talk about the stomach. Are we good? So instead of the stomach, what do we talk about when we talk about the color? Sinong partner ni stomach?
Spleen.
Spleen. Meron siya
Spleen.
blood deficiency. Okay? The question is pale siya. So we're referring to the color. Remember that when we talk about the tongue body color, it's always the yin organ. The spleen, the lung, the heart, no? Kidney.
Yes.
Okay. Coating, stomach. I didn't ask about the coating yet. Next. Ito naman. Okay. Give us the general diagnosis. Red tongue with coating. What did we mention kanina? Di ba pag coating pwedeng excess or deficient, full or empty. By the way, I failed to mention earlier that excess is also full, empty is also deficient. So, who can diagnose this? The tongue is red. What immediately comes to mind when you see a red tongue? Hot or cold?
Heat.
Heat.
Hot.
Okay.
Iron deficiency.
No, wait lang po. Wait lang.
Heat,
Heat
Doc.
muna
Heat.
tayo. Okay. This time, look at the coating. It's quite thick, di ba?
Yes, Doc.
Pag sinabi nating yin deficiency, there is no coating. Are we good?
Yes.
But
Paano
you
ka ba
look at
dun?
the coating. So ano to? Yin deficiency pa to or opposite na? Hmm? This is what we
Hindi na siya.
call excess heat or full
Excess
heat.
heat.
Full heat.
Mm-mm.
Actually, if you feel the pulse, talagang all levels. Ano siya? Matapang. Yes. I know someone from LAMP who has this. Ay. Okay. Okay. Now, red tongue. We have a red tongue, but the difference is wala siyang coating. So what is your diagnosis? So red siya, so
Empty.
dapat may heat. Walang
Empty heat.
empty heat. Okay?
Yin deficiency.
Yes, with empty heat. Yin deficiency, yung coating, ito wala ng coating. Yeah, yin deficiency with empty heat or empty heat, it's understood. So pag may empty heat, halata na wala na siya coating. Yung kanina may coating, that means it's full heat or excess heat. Okay, how do you diagnose this? Normal tongue without
Yeah.
coating. Remember, the color is pink, di ba? Without coating, what is your diagnosis? Ma'am She,
Spleen.
you can do this.
Yin deficit.
Very good. Yin deficiency or yin deficiency. Ang galing. Walang coating. Normal ba ang normal yung color ng tongue pero wala siyang coating. Supposedly meron siyang thin white coating, di ba? When you say thin white coating, you can see the surface of the tongue, parang translucent. Okay? Great. Oh, ito na yun. Who was asking about the spots kanina? This time you see red spots on the red tip. Diba? Nakakoncentrate siya sa tip. So what is your diagnosis? Diba yung spots sa ear represent heat? Ito, tinan nyo.
In the heart.
Okay,
Qi deficiency.
Wait
Heat
lang.
in the heart.
isip-isip mo na. Anong kulay ng tongue? Is it red or pink?
Pink.
Pinky.
It's not pink na ha, red na siya.
It's red.
The
Red.
tip is redder.
Yeah, that's
Red.
It's
red.
redder. So, hindi lang ito siya ordinary heat. Okay? This is what we call, who would like to make a guess? Okay, what is the anatomy here? Anong topography to yung tip? Yung sinabi,
Heart, Doc.
Heart.
Heart.
okay. Do you agree that we see a lot of red spots sa very tip?
Yes.
Nakakoncentrate sila. And the tongue, the whole tongue is red. So what is this?
Heat in the heart.
Heart fire. Who said heart fire?
Heart fire.
Heart fire derived from
Actually,
emotional stress.
Deriving from emotional stress.
Ano ba yun? Pwedeng hindi mo nakikinig yung iba. Okay.
oo nga, Doc.
Ay naku ha, you have to listen. You have to really be awake. That's why I intentionally made this the first topic. Next. Ano nga yung root? Nasa posterior third, no? We divide the tongue into 3 parts. Okay, may red points sa root. Ano naman ibig sabihin nito? And take note, may coating oh.
Mm-mm.
Coating ang very distinctive. Actually, you can see the points on the coating of the root.
Mm-mm.
What is your diagnosis? Are you going to talk about the kidney or something else? Sino ba yung young counterpart ng kidney?
This.
Sino
Blood.
yung kidney?
Lung.
Blood,
Ay,
bladder, urinary bladder.
Bladder.
Pwede ring
Bladder.
intestines, di ba? Small and large intestine.
Large intestines.
What is your diagnosis here? When you have this one, yellow na siya plus may mga spots pa. At saka the coating is okay, sticky, no? Do you agree? Sticky.
Yes.
Para siya
Sticky phlegm. Full heat with phlegm and ano na siya, may pathogenic ano na siya doon. Ano yun?
Pag
Hindi
phlegm,
yung,
malaki na yung tongue. Okay, malaki pa siya pero una-una mong mapapansin is wait lang ha.
Ay, ate, hindaan.
Mute na natin, Doc.
Tita?
I get distracted by it.
Oh, Dab.
Ay, sorry. Ay, naka-record pala to. My God, lumabas yung ugali ko. Ano lang, if you don't want to listen, then just... Oh God, I got distracted. Anyway. Okay, red points in the center. Do you see the points? Wala namang points red, pero it's red no? So, anong area po itong center?
stomach, Doc.
Tama.
Stomach, spleen, and spleen.
But here, if you notice, kita na yung mga lines. So definitely, nakita nyo, ito yung coating, parang nawaksi, no? Oh, actually, the entire center is without coating. So, red, what is your diagnosis here? Does it look like fire? Not yet, no?
No.
Hindi naman red yung tongue eh. That's what we call stomach heat. Usually, yung mga may stomach heat, ito yung may bad breath. Especially pag stomach fire. No? So, usually, nag-stagnate yung food dyan. So, no matter what deodorant you will use, it will still come out. So, you need to address the real issue. Next, actually, this belongs to the tongue of somebody in the chat. Wait lang, I hope he's here. One night, he texted me. Nandito ba siya? Ayan, dito siya. Sabi niya, meron siyang sore throat. Parang lalagnatin. Sir Andy, do you recognize this tongue? I didn't show the face, ah. Sir Andy, from...
Andito po, sir. Doc.
Kilala mo yung tongue? O, di ba? May itsura yung tongue mo. Ang ganda na. Do you like that?
Yung balbas po yun na remember ko.
Ay, okay. Sa tongue tayo titingin. Oo. Pasalamat ka nga, ano. Okay, next time when you send pictures, don't include your face. I just need the tongue. Okay. It's okay. So, at least alam ko sa'yo to. Oo. Okay, red points. Okay, ito naman, ang tawag dito chest area. Yung sides, ha? So, di ba sa women, you have breasts in your chest. So, that's another thing. So, red points in the chest area or front third of the tongue. Okay, what does this show? Nakita nyo to, parang mapula yung likod ng tongue. May mga spots, no? Did you see it? Do you see
Yes,
it?
so
So, what is your diagnosis?
meron siyang heat sa lungs.
Heat on what? In what? Lung heat.
The lungs, yes, Doc.
Yeah. Inubo ka nito, sir, di ba? Ay, inubo ba?
Yes, no.
Okay. Tapos, hindi ko na pinakita yung next tongue niya. Hindi niya makita yung difference. Ikaw na lang tumingin. Okay, let's talk about heat. There are this is the 4 levels of how the bacteria get in, or how the pathogenic factor would enter, no? So una-una, we have the way level. That's the exterior part. So for those who will for those who have joined us, I think all of you already know about the Wei Qi, no? So the Wei level is actually the most exterior surface. So as much as possible, we would want the pathogenic factor, or the bacteria or the virus, to just stay at this level. So obviously, meron na ring heat. So, di ba yung ating skin may pores, no? And this is under
Yes.
the control of the lungs. And then meron tayong tinatawag na Shu Li, no? This is where your Wei Qi is supposed to, yung ganon-ganon na. Okay, anyway. That is why we need to protect our system. So the goal is for the pathogenic factor not to get inside. So sa interior, ito na yung Qi level. Then Ying is nutritive and Shui is blood. So yung mga pupunta sa atin na pasyente, usually dito sa dalawa, Wei and Qi. Pag Qi na yan, mainit na, pag Wei pa lang, ano yan, may chills and fever, no? Parang yin and yang, no? Pagdating ng Qi level, pag pumasok yan, that's not a good sign. That means whoever saw this patient did not do his job. Why? Because the pathogenic factor went inside. This time, the patient will no longer feel cold. He will throw away the blanket kasi mainit na eh. No? Yeah. So, okay. Ideally, this is how the tongue should look like. So, the chest, the front, ganon. Okay? If the pathogenic factor is heat, so meron tayong tinatawag na wind heat. So pag wind cold, no? Pag wind cold, sana no, inaral natin ito while at the height of the pandemic, we would have seen a lot of tongue. Okay, so that means if you have a comorbidity, meron ka na, you would welcome the pathogenic factor with open arms. So papasok talaga siya. Kaya yung iba medyo hindi sinuwerte, no? So sa Wei level, the tongue body is not red, just red spots on the sides. Okay? For now, yan muna tandaan natin. Next, let's go to purple color. Purple. Purple in the liver area, the sides. Ano nga yung sides? Who would like to diagnose this? Sir Froilan, I heard your voice earlier. Would you like to try? I think you know the answer. Do you see the purple on the sides? Please unmute your mics. Those who want to join. Ano po ito? Pag purple, what does it mean?
Blood stagnation, Doc.
Blood stagnation or blood stasis. Okay. The diagnosis, what organ is the sides? Anyone?
Liver.
Okay.
Liver.
Are we going to talk about the gallbladder
Liver.
or the liver? Because we're talking about
Liver. Liver.
the liver. Very good. So the diagnosis is liver blood stasis or blood stasis in the uterus. Okay. If you have a female patient, the uterus is actually under the control of the liver and the kidneys and the chongmai, the penetrating vessel, the renmai. Okay. So if a woman has issues with the liver, this will also show
In the
in
uterus.
the uterus. Okay? Yon.
Mm.
So, as you can see, the tongue doesn't look good. So pag babae, of course, magkakaroon ng menstrual issues kasi liver, di ba? Oo. But remember, this is blood stasis. May pain. Usually during, at saka ito na yung tinatawag natin, may blood clots, no? dark red yung ano, yeah, purple or basta maitim yung kulay red. Okay. Next. Okay. Did you know, di ba, this is the breast area? Hmm? This is also the chest or breast area. Okay. Actually, I had a patient before with breast cancer. Her tongue looked like this. Okay. Purple. So what is your diagnosis? Blood stasis pa rin kasi purple, or blood stagnation in the heart or breast. Pili ka lang. So you need to consult. You need to refer the patient to an MD, no? So heart or breast. So yung mga nakaka-relate dyan, you might want to look at your tongue. Next. The purple is in the center. Ano nga yung center ulit?
Stomach po.
Okay, this time,
Stomach and
wala
spleen.
na, wala na po siyang coating, no? Actually, magkaano talaga, okay, this patient had cancer of the gastric cancer of the stomach cancer, no? Or blood stasis in the stomach. Okay. Next, can anybody tell us how a bluish purple tongue develops? Anyone? Okay, kung wala, sasabihin ko na. Okay. It starts as internal cold. So, anong kulay ng tongue ng pasyente pag mayroon siyang internal cold? Nasa loob yung cold. The tongue will obviously look pale, right? Now, hindi nagpa-check, hindi nagpa-acu. And we all know that cold will affect the blood flow. Do you agree? Di ba pag malamig, it affects blood movement. And so when that happens, the blood will not flow freely, so magkakaroon ng stagnation. So that is how a bluish-purple tongue develops. So obviously, ito nanggaling sa cold. You know, women now, wala nang, yung mga nakaupo parati sa semento or parati nakababad sa dagat and then they don't siguro matagal magbabad sa bathtub kasi alta-alta tapos malamig yung tubig. So dapat mainit po, no? 'Yun.
Nagpapatuyo, Doc, na naka swimsuit.
Yes. Oo.
Doc, the first picture looks like the one that I presented a while ago
Okay.
from my patient.
Yeah, I remember. Can you show it?
Yeah.
Do you want to be the co-host? Show it to us, please.
No.
Sige.
I'm only using the ano po eh.
Sige. Yeah, I remember. Baka, okay, can you tell us? Wait lang.
She has a ischemic heart disease.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when you have ischemic heart disease, we always think of heart blood stagnation, no? Kaya nagkaroon ng ischemia. So when you say ischemia, that part of the heart is not receiving enough blood supply kasi may bara.
Opo. Actually, yung pinaka-tip ng tongue niya, meron siyang yung purple. Hindi lang siya masyado makita sa picture kasi medyo blurred. Pero pag sa tip ng tongue niya, parang may purple.
Yes. O at least alam mo yung diagnosis. Now, you can teach whoever her cardiologist is about, dito ka na. I'm sure, look for the Frank sign din. Remember the Frank sign last night? Wow. Okay. Exciting. Congrats. Ay, good luck pala. Development. Okay. How does the reddish purple tongue evolve? Okay, of course, kung kanina cold, ito naman heat. Of course, pag heat, marami kang heat, your tongue will be red in color, and the heat condenses blood. Diba? Pag marami kang heat, nagko-condense ang blood. And so when the blood condenses, there will be blood stasis. So when you see a reddish purple tongue, no, this actually originates from heat, blood stagnation due to heat. So that means initially the patient had too much heat. Okay, so your patient kanina had ischemic heart disease. Probably nakatira yan sa malamig or mahilig sa malalamig, whatever. Okay, now
Siguro
let's
to.
go. Yeah. So time for you to really explore deeper, no? Sublingual, okay, let's talk about sublingual veins. Did you know, okay, I want you to read the book by Machocha, yung maraming pictures. Okay, I'd like you to read the entire section there on sublingual veins. When you do tongue diagnosis, always look under the tongue, okay, to check the sublingual veins. This is the sublingual sa ilalim ng dila, no? This is how a normal sublingual vein or the two normal sublingual veins look like. They are barely noticeable, and also you don't they should not extend like more than half of the tongue floor, okay? So, ito naman, okay, one good thing about sublingual veins is that if you see a dark sublingual vein, that is already a red flag or sign of things to come, because you will already see the sublingual veins to be purple and distended before the tongue becomes purple. Okay? Kasi why wait for the time na purple na yung tongue? So most of the time yung ganyan, katulad ng patient mo, no? So sana naagapan. That is why we are very happy that the naturopaths now are more empowered, or other practitioners. We have the bone setters, yung iba pupunta pa ng ibang bansa. You can help a lot of people, no? Or even you yourself, no? Makikita mo.
Sabi, galyod na eh.
Oo. Dapat
No?
Yeah. So yun. So if you see distended sublingual veins na hindi dark, what is your diagnosis?
Kaya nito? Parang sa akin, may nakapatang ganyan sa akin.
Okay. If the sublingual veins are distended pero hindi dark, what does that mean? Hindi siya dark. Ano nga yung kanina naalala natin una? Slightly pale tongue. So it's not dark. It's Qi deficiency. Okay? Qi deficiency. Okay? They are distended. If you compare it to this one, they're distended pero hindi siya dark. Actually, nagda-darken na nga eh. That's Qi deficiency, okay? The first stage. Okay, what if the sublingual veins are thin? Okay. Ang tawag dyan, who was able to answer this? Dr. Janine, do you have an answer?
No, no, Doc. I would think, papunta na rin siya sa, blood, ano to?
Yeah, this is
Sorry,
what we
Doc.
call,
Blood stasis.
Oh, blood stasis. Sorry, thank you. Hindi ko maisip yung
pero
term.
payat pa yung veins niya. It's not
Oo nga,
as
konti
you can
pa
see the
lang.
payat pa siya. So yin deficiency. No?
Yin deficient.
Basta payat, yin deficiency yan. Okay, actually, I'm excited, no? Hopefully, we could join us next month again for 5 elements acupuncture. We will teach you how to determine ano yung element ng pasyente. And there's a certain modality called Worsley acupuncture na this will really make you fall in love with acupuncture. Ano lang talaga, 5 elements. And then even if, then you can use the 5 shoe points For every meridian, there are 5 points that you have to remember. No? Yung 5. So 5 times 12, you have 60 points. Yung pa lang, marami ka naman. And then you do it on the ear. Isn't that exciting? Okay. Next. What about if you, okay, ito naman distended na yung veins, and dark. Look, it's dark. Saka meron pang parang rice, Di ba parang butil? Later, you will know. But for now, di ba, like, it occupied the entire floor. Huh? Okay, definitely there is blood stasis in the upper burner. So upper burner is what? Heart and lungs. So mayroon ka ng idea ngayon, ano? Okay. Dark and dry. It's tuyo, di ba? So pag dry, it's called severe yin deficiency with empty heat. So empty heat, pula na yung dila niyan. Okay, this one naman, it's dark, swollen, and wet. Wet. Okay, I know you haven't read the entire chapter on sublingual veins, but I want you to start taking pictures of the sublinguals of your patient, no? Starting tomorrow. So, ito naman, lung, spleen, and kidney deficiency with accumulation of fluids. As you can see, wet na wet siya. So, all these three have something to do with fluid regulation. Okay? Lung, spleen, and kidney. Okay? Now, what about if, I don't have a picture for this, what about if the sublingual veins are reddish and shiny? So reddish, mayroon ka ng diagnosis. Heat, di ba? Pag shiny, kumikinang-kinang. It's called damp heat. Damp heat. Okay? Ito naman, yellowish. You see the sublingual veins, they are yellowish here. It's called dampness. Remember. Ito naman, white and slippery. Slippery. Okay, anong diagnosis pag white? Cold or hot?
Cold.
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 And then slippery. Slippery pala.
Oh,
Dampness.
Dampness.
Damp.
Very good. So this is cold damp.
Cold damp.
Yes, very good. Next, if you see a swollen, tapos white, sticky sublingual vein, dampness, and blood stasis. Okay?
Yung ano naman, cheese. Oh, yan. One yun.
Okay. Yun. Next. Okay, even Western medicine is now recognizing the fact that importante yung sublinguals, no? So the next question is, what does a dark purple sublingual vein in Western medicine tell us or indicate? Sige, tingnan nyo yung underside ng tongue nyo. Okay, ibig sabihin, meron na siyang hardening of the brain arteries. Sa Western yan, hardening of the brain arteries. So this time, you have to request for CT scan, MRI. Kaya lang, mukha lalo, tumingin na si Ma'am Leti. Okay, meron namang tongue, parang earthworm. In Western medicine, that means you have atherosclerosis or hardening of the arteries and hypertension. Okay, so yung mga kilala nyo na may hypertension, take a look at their sublinguals. Or probably hindi pa nila alam may hypertension sila, no? Remember, hypertension is a silent killer. Next. Do you remember the slide I showed earlier? Small nodules like rice or wheat grains. This one, that means you have heart disease and you need to really, yeah, according to Western medicine, hardening of arteries and heart disease. Okay, so I suggest that you collaborate with cardiologists. They might like it. If you refer patients to them. By the way, hindi naman kayo, hindi naman kayo cardio. Mas maganda yung meron tayong strategic partnership, 'di ba? Okay, they will feel grateful if you refer patients. Kung negative, okay lang, 'di ba? Now, what about a thin tongue? What does a thin tongue indicate? Payat na tongue. Does a thin tongue look healthy? That means there is not enough blood fluids or body fluids, blood, or merong yin deficiency. No? So tingnan nyo to, thin and pale, that's blood deficiency. Ito thin without coating, this is also yin deficiency. Pero hindi pa siya red. Next, swollen tongue. What does it mean? Earlier we were discussing this. No? Swollen, the opposite of thin. Ano ibig sabihin? Ma'am She.
Cold.
Cold is
Swollen, so it has blood stasis.
hindi diretsong blood stain. Dampness or phlegm
Dampness. Okay.
or edema arising from qi or yang deficiency. Okay? Sometimes you would be surprised, ay, nagkasya yung tongue. Laki-laki. So how do you extract dampness? They feel heavy and marami silang mga swelling. No? They will always complain of heaviness. So dampness or phlegm. Later we're going to, okay, pag sinabi mong dampness, you look at the coating. But this one is dampness and phlegm. Look, hindi lang siya sticky coating, malaki pa yung tongue. Right? This is the normal size tongue. There's no dampness. This one, immediately what comes to mind is phlegm. Kasi malaki-laki oh. Diba? Ito both dampness and phlegm. Anyway, the treatment is similar for both. Okay, what about this? Who would like to diagnose swelling on the liver sides area? Red color. Sir, tahimik na si Sir Robert. Sir Robert? This is liver, Remember, swelling ito swelling. We're not referring to the food. Yeah, liver heat. Ang galing. Liver heat. Do you all agree? Now, of course, it's heat na heat. Ito pa nga, tingnan nyo. Yung coating yellow na. Okay? Swelling on the sides in the chest or breast area. So ito na yung tinatawag nating phlegm. No? Phlegm retention in the chest or breast. So itong pasyente usually hirap yan siya pag humiga, no? Kailangan naka-elevate. Or meron siyang lung qi deficiency. Lung qi deficiency, that means shortness of breath or dyspnea. Everything is done with an effort. Okay? Kaya teach your patients how to breathe properly. Now,
Yan, Dok, may bukol na sa yan, sa breast, yung taong yan. Yung isa, the previous one, Dok, no?
yeah. Oo, halata,
May
Ano-
bukol na siya, no, Dok? The dampness is the
Hindi natin
bukol
alam,
na
titingnan mo talaga kasi it could be the chest or obviously if it's a woman, most likely it's the breast.
woman. Yeah. Thank you, Dok.
Interesting, right? Now let's go to swelling at the tip of the tongue. Look, kahit yung liver area niya. So ano po ang diagnosis ninyo dito? Do you think this patient has some emotional issues?
Heart fire siya.
Heart fire or
and
heart heat? Oo.
Heart heat.
Heart heat, heart fire. So kung may dryness, may ano to, thirst, so fire na fire. And take note, fire can lead to phlegm. Di ba? Nag-i-evolve yan eh. Oo, because heat can actually congeal blood. So what happens is, impaired yung blood flow. No? And the body will always try to compensate by, kaya you would look for cold food, right? Pag sobra na yung fire. You hate hot food. Okay. What does this mean? Look at the front third. Ano po ito? Anong organ?
The lungs.
The lungs. So what is wrong with the lungs?
There's
First, look at the
dampness.
size of the tongue. Is it normal?
No, it's enlarged.
It's enlarged, and this one is more enlarged. Naka-emphasize sa front third, the lungs. So what do you think does the patient have? Probably phlegm in the
Phlegm
lung.
siya. So much dampness.
It sounds so easy, no? If you see pictures. I know you were devastated. Ay, walang picture because I want you to read. So ngayon may picture na, but I will not share it to you. A joke lang. I'll share it later. Okay, pale with teeth prints or tooth marks on the border. Ito, I've seen a lot of practitioners. Pag nakita to, ito kaagad yung diagnosis nila. Ano yun, Ma'am Letty? Pag may nakitang teeth marks.
Lynchy
Lynchy
deficiency.
deficiency.
Diretso, yun lang. Eh kung walang teeth marks. Okay. Ito naman, stiff tongue. So what does a stiff tongue indicate? Matigas, ha? It's like, basta matigas. Okay, it indicates internal wind. Internal wind is a little bit scary. It can lead to hemiplegia, stroke, no? Okay, it could mean blood stasis or severe yin deficiency. Actually, related na sila lahat. If you have blood deficiency or yin deficiency for quite some time, nagki-create na siya ng vacuity, so papasok na si wind. Long tongue, what does it mean? Heat or cold?
Cold.
Long tongue.
Heat?
Heat.
Kasi nag-expand.
Ay, long nga.
Long siya. Oo.
Pag long, sinabi mo long and thin. Long
Pag
and
short
fat.
tongue, pale and wet, what is your diagnosis?
Cold.
Cold,
Cold.
severe
Cold.
cold, and yang deficiency. Kasi wet eh. Remember, yang deficiency. Cold. Short tongue, red, and no coating.
Heat.
Yin deficiency.
Yes, it's actually
Severe
severe
yin
yin
deficiency.
deficiency. Cracked tongue. Parang El Nino.
Empty heat.
Hindi pa.
Yang.
Anong- Okay.
Yin deficiency.
Yin deficiency.
Yin
Horizontal
deficiency.
cracks. This is very common in the elderly.
Ganun din.
Actually, natatanggal na yung mga, nakikita mo na siya pag nawala na yung coating. So, may clue na pag wala na yung coating. So, yin deficiency
Yin.
Deficient talaga.
of the stomach or kidneys. This is very common in the elderly. No?
Yung maraming crack na lo.
Yes. Irregular cracks.
Still yin deficiency.
Yes, stomach yin deficiency. So, it's always the stomach. A central short crack in the midline of the tongue. Do you see this? Short crack. Anong diagnosis? This is very common. O, paano mo nakita yung tongue kaagad? Yung crack? Because the diagnosis is
Yin
stomach yin
deficiency.
deficiency. Common. Pwede na. Yin. Pag sinabi mo kasing yin deficiency, involved na. Okay, I'll give you a hint. If the tongue is already red and with cracks, that means kidney yin deficiency na yan. Of course, if the kidney yin is involved, kasama din yan yung stomach pati yung lungs. Does it follow? Kasi diretso lang yan eh. No? Next, a central long crack in the midline of the tongue. This is also common. Anong klaseng crack ito? We're done with the stomach crack. Now we go to, papunta na rito, oh.
Sa lung.
Heart
Yeah,
and lung.
Heart lang.
yeah, heart crack. Kasi, these are the people who cannot, who are not allowed to be stressed. So if you can relate to this, you know what to do. Okay. Next. Okay, ito naman deep heart crack. What do you notice here? Hindi lang deep yung heart crack niya, lumaki pa yung tongue. No? Due to emotional stress ito. This can happen to anyone. I'm sure you've heard of phlegm misting the heart. No? Pag nag-miss na yung phlegm sa heart, pati pag-iisip mo, and incidentally, we would like to invite you to Ghost Points and Feng Shui in the clinic. O, ano ka na?
Yun.
Oo, ma'am, sige, I'll give you 2 minutes. Go from PAAI.
Opo. So tomorrow night,
Yeah, sa PAAI, PAI. The
6 to
lecturer
9
is
p.m.
celebrity psychiatrist, Dr. Randy De Llosa. O, diba?
Yes.
Friend of friend.
Psychiatrist, acupuncturist.
Yes.
Ano po kayo?
Sige, mamaya pasalitain kita kung di pa kayo
Fine.
tutulog. Okay, ito, short transverse cracks on the sides.
Liver yin deficiency.
Side liver, ang liver dito lang siya. Remember, kasama pati gitna, oh. Okay. Spleen yin deficiency. So, syempre, affected na din si liver. Pero ang pinaka talaga dito, pinaka root is the spleen. Next, extremely deep midline crack with other small cracks branching out and red tongue without a coating. Ano tawag dito? Remember, red na yung tongue. What did I mention earlier? Pag red na yung tongue,
Yin deficiency.
yeah. It's actually severe kidney yin deficiency plus empty in the kidney and heart. Okay. Next is deviated tongue turns to one side when you ask the patient to extend it. What are the 2 possibilities?
External wind invasion or internal wind.
Depende sa
Internal
age
wind
ng patient. Internal wind pag medyo maedad na. But if the patient is still young, that's heart deficiency or heart chi deficiency. And you will always observe this. This patient will hardly look at you straight in the eye. It's not because they're guilty of something, but they have heart chi deficiency. They will avoid your malay mo, nagtatago din. Pero actually may heart chi deficiency. You ask them to stick out, extend their tongue, nagde-deviate siya to one side.
Deviated din yung eyes, Doc. Di joke.
Oo, liver yun. Oo, liver mo talaga yung internal wind.
Hindi makatingin ng diretso, sabi mo.
Oh,
Joke
hindi
lang.
naman deviated. Nag-ano lang, ano ba to? Basta ina-avoid niya yung mata mo. Moving tongue. Pinastick mo tapos gumagalaw, ang laki ng amplitude. Ano yon?
Oo, ano nga ba yan? Wind.
Yes, internal wind. Kasi you need to
Okay.
differentiate this from external wind, which we shall discuss later, often in elderly. Quivering tongue. Alam niyo naman quivering, maliliit lang yung amplitude, no? Yung parang, okay, I've seen this in some, yung those who go to the gym, who would stay in the gym for like 2 hours or even longer. Kasi alam niyo, pag nagpapawis, no, nauubos yung, sumasabay dyan pati yung fluid ng blood mo. So nagiging, deficient ka sa blood. And then, or you have spleen Qi deficiency or spleen Yang deficiency. What is the difference ng spleen Qi deficiency from spleen Yang deficiency, Dr. Janine? The presence of cold, no? So actually, spleen Yang deficiency is just similar to spleen Qi def, but meron lang siyang cold. Ibig sabihin, medyo mas malala na siya. Okay? Next, tooth mark tongue. Qi deficiency
Spleen Qi deficiency.
or spleen Qi deficiency. Groaning. Tongue coating. Ano ba? Okay, what does the tongue coating tell us? Primarily.
The yin organs.
Coating.
Tama ba, Dok?
Hindi. Yang.
Presence of
Actually, it tells us about the state of the stomach Qi. Huh? Okay, a normal coat is white and thin enough to see the body colors through it. Okay, how do you diagnose a tongue without coating? Dalawa lang yan.
yin deficiency.
Deficient.
So, di ba sinabi ko kanina, it's either stomach yin deficiency or kidney yin deficiency. If the color of the tongue is already red, it's kidney yin deficiency. Okay? Yellow coating in the center. Center. Coating. Stomach what? Yellow.
Heat.
Heat.
Damp heat
Stomach
in the
heat.
stomach.
Hindi pa sleep. Pag damp, sticky coating. Ito yellow lang yun. Okay?
Stomach heat.
Red root without coating. Red yung root. Root here refers to the location, the back of the tongue. So what is your diagnosis here? Red root. So red yung root. Ano ba yung nandoon sa root? Yung pinaka-start mo.
Kidney.
Kidney.
Kidney heat.
Without coating,
Yin.
yin
Yin.
deficiency.
Oh,
Tapos
Severe.
red na with empty heat.
heat.
Wow, sino sumagot? Ang galing. Oh, thick coating with root. Ano ibig sabihin ng with root? Mamaya i-explain ko. It's just like your yung carpet mo na hindi wala pang butas, no? Talagang buo pa. Thick coating with root. Okay, 'di ba earlier sa early part you said that the coating will tell us if it is excess or deficient. So what does a thick coating with root signify? Full or excess conditions. Okay. This is with root. As you can see, wala siyang waxy, no? You can still see the coating. It's very thin. And this one without root. May natatanggal. Kasi kita mo na to eh. Okay? Without root. If you see a patient, if the coating is thick, pagkatapos with root, that is a better prognosis. Pero pag thick coating and then without root, or even if it's a thin coating tapos without root, that has not so good prognosis. Why are we so focused here? Because if you treat the patient properly, the first change that you will observe, especially pag walang coating yung patient, no? nagkakaroon ng coating. Okay? So if the coating is thick, you should expect the coating to be a little bit thinner sa second session. Or sometimes you could see. That's why you need to take a picture. And it has to be done under natural light. So if you have a window in your clinic, you should do it near the window, or you can buy a halogen light. Not yung pen light kasi baka puro heat na makikita mo. And don't use fluorescent light because nagbo-blue or nagdo-dark yung tongue. Okay? Are we okay? Or ask the patient to take a picture of the tongue outside. At saka ask him, wag mo na kumain ng mga nakaka-color ng tongue like coffee, ano pa ba, yung mga spices, they will give a yellow color to the tongue, no? And don't brush their tongue. Okay, again, what is the significance of tongue coating? So
Dok, yung presence of pathogenic, di ba nakadepende yung sa coating?
papunta na tayo doon.
Okay.
Yung thickness naman yan, thickness ng coating. Okay, so young organs, and then we determine if deficiency or excess. Actually, pag excess, there's the pathogenic factor. Okay? Excess.
Kapal.
Yeah. Heat or cold. Of course, alam na natin pag heat. A coating with a root or complete absence of a coating. What is this? What condition is this? Excess or deficiency?
Deficiency.
Deficiency. So, ibig sabihin, this patient, when he gets sick, pag pumasok yung pathogenic factor, madali siyang magkasakit. Ito na yung comorbidity. Okay? The thin coating with root. This is called a healthy stomach chi. Thin coating with root. Yung pinakita ko kanina. Thick coating with root. Ito na yung sinasabi mong strong pathogenic factor. The stomach chi is still intact. Why? Kasi may root. Nagets nyo?
Dapat tayo meron.
May root pa siya. Oo, rooted pa siya. Huh? Okay, so if you have a thick coating with root, it's better to have a thick coating with root than a thin coating that is rootless. Because the immune system of that patient is weaker. Can you follow? So make sure when you start treating the patient, numinipis siya. So that means the pathogenic factor is now being eradicated. Are we good? Yes. Okay. Now, what about if you have a thin coating without root? Is
Bad.
this a good one? This is a good thing.
No.
No.
Bad.
It is the beginning of the weakening of the stomach chi. Huh? Remember, stomach chi is very important. Huh?
Yes.
Can you just imagine hindi nagpa-function yung stomach mo? Okay, what do we...
Nourishment.
People always drink cold, no? Pero so good luck. Ayaw
Milk
din ng stomach ang dry. So you should always start your meal with something hot and liquid. Milk tea is a no-no.
Yep, that's right.
Ice cream.
You can sin siguro once in a while, but if possible, don't, no? Kaya lang, tinan nyo naman yung ang daming nagbubukas na milk tea, no? A thick coating without root. What does it mean? You have a thick coating without root. Okay, Ma'am Letty, you tell us about the pathogenic factor and tell us about the stomach chi. Anong nangyari sa pathogenic factor?
Strong pathogenic
Strong siya.
factor.
Tapos, ang stomach chi is weak or
Ano? Weak.
weak. Very
Without root.
good.
Thank
Now
you
you
po.
understand the significance of the coating. Okay? You have to also, make sure na may root. Because pag wala ng root yan, humihina na. And then, what happens? Pag wala ng coating, stomach yin deficiency na yan. Okay? What about if the coating is very dry? Heat or cold?
Heat.
Heat
Oh,
or yin deficiency. Very wet coating,
Oh.
oh,
yang deficiency. Did you know that another term for yang deficiency is cold
Cool.
or deficient cold?
Yes.
Diba? Kung ang yin deficiency, pag lumala, it's called empty heat or deficient heat. Yes? Now, sticky coating, greasy or oily but coarse appearance.
Right.
You can see the individual papillae. Ano to? Actually, it's
Dam.
both sticky and malaki. And this is very common in the clinic. Believe me, 70% of your patients who come to you with problems, they have this kind of tongue. So it is dampness or phlegm. Dampness or phlegm. Slippery coating. So, ibig sabihin, pag dampness or phlegm, you don't give cold beverages, you don't give vegetables that have a cold energetic quality to it. You don't give shakes. Kaya, as a naturopath, you should be responsible, no? Hindi yung kung ano-ano na lang pinagbibigay. That's why you need to know. You need to look at the tongue. You need to really know what is wrong with the patient. Can you imagine if you give something hot to a patient with kidney yin deficiency? What will happen? Huh?
On fire.
On fire. Okay. Next, slippery coating. Greasy coating, you don't see the individual papillae. Slippery, keyword for, again,
Dampness and phlegm.
dampness or phlegm.
dampness.
Moldy coating. Have you seen this kind of tongue? Parang tofu. Thick, patchy, and crumbly, greasy without root. Without root, kasi tofu. Parang milk curds, no? Dampness or phlegm. Kasi nga may patchy, stomach yin deficiency with empty heat. Swollen tongue.
Dampness.
What immediately comes to mind?
Yin deficient.
No,
Yeah, dampness and yin deficient.
dampness or phlegm does not indicate
Of
yang
phlegm.
deficiency. Yang deficiency,
Yin.
it's wet and pale. Okay? Lack of coating, automatic, ano?
Yin. Yin
Yin.
deficiency.
Anong
Deficient.
yin?
Hindi
Lack of
Lack
coating.
of coating. Just don't say yin.
Yin deficiency.
Yin deficiency.
Yin.
Kompletuhin nyo. Lack of coating plus redness.
Lack of coating.
Yin
With empty heat.
deficiency with?
Excess heat.
No, not excess.
Heat. With heat.
Empty heat. Tongue with unrooted or rootless coating in the center, the normal body color.
Stomach.
Chi.
Deficiency. Beginning
Deficiency.
stomach chi deficiency. Diba? Tongue with rootless coating all over. Normal body color. Stomach, may coating pa. So, stomach chi deficiency. Binabaligtad-baligtad lang. Tongue with rootless coating all over but missing in the center.
Yin. The stomach yin deficiency.
Yes, with
Liver.
Empty kidney.
Ano na pala,
Ay,
stomach deficiency lang. Walang empty heat.
Oh.
Coating missing all over. Wala nang coating.
Yung
Normal
deficiency.
body color. Dali.
Yin deficiency.
Stomach.
Yin
Yung
deficiency.
deficiency.
Yes. Galing na. Coating missing all over, normal body color plus red center.
Stomach yin deficiency with empty heat.
Ang galing. Okay, go. Coating missing all over, red body color, deep midline stomach crack, and other scattered cracks.
Stomach chi deficiency.
Fire na yan.
Kanina.
Deep
Spleen, stomach
line.
fire.
Dear yin
Yin-
deficiency. Wala pang fire.
wala
Severe
pang-
yin deficiency of
Stomach
stomach
yin
and kidneys.
And kidneys.
Swollen tongue and a sticky coating.
Damp.
Dampness.
Phlegm and
Dampness.
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 So swollen, yung phlegm, dampness. Red tongue with coating.
Right.
Oh, ano na?
Yang,
Ah,
may heat na yan, Dok eh. Heat.
Anong klaseng heat?
stomach.
Stomach heat
heat.
deficiency.
Di ba sinabi nyo ang coating full or empty? May coating
Stomach
pa.
fire. With coat.
Make with coating. So may ano pa siya.
So, ano siya?
Hindi
Full
siya
or
heat.
empty?
Full.
Full
Full.
heat.
Full.
Di ba may
Oo,
coating
full
eh?
heat. Mm.
Red tongue without coating.
Yin red tongue.
Without coating. You don't say
Severe
yin
yin
deficiency when not
Empty heat.
O nga pala,
empty
hindi.
heat.
O, empty
Okay,
heat.
4 levels assessment. Remember the defensive or Wei Chi level? Diba? Ano nakikita nyo? How do you describe this? Slightly red on the sides and on the front. This usually
So
happens
wave.
kung para kang nilalagnat, nag-chills, masakit ulo, occipital headache, what else? Chi level. Nakita nyo chi level? How do you describe the color now? Chi level,
Red.
nag-interior na, ha? Pumasok na. This time, hindi na siya magkukumot kasi hindi na siya nag-chill. Mainit na. Kaya what is the color of the tongue?
Red.
Red. And what
Red.
is the coating? Is it thick?
No.
Yeah, thick yellow coating.
Thick yellow coating in the back.
Next.
Ew.
Nutritive chi. What do you observe? Do you still see the
Swollen.
coating?
No.
Okay, red without coating. The same thing with blood level. Dark red na to kasi blood na and
Full
dry.
heat. Yeah.
Okay. Cold.
Anong cold, Dok?
Talk about it. It
Cold.
affects the yin
Pale
organ.
tongue.
It affects the yin organ, pale tongue. Full cold.
Severe.
Anong severe?
Full
About
cold.
the coating and the
Coating.
cold.
May coating,
Nakapar.
Dok. At saka,
Thick coat.
hindi stiff,
Thick
stiff,
coat.
Dok.
And what is the color?
White.
White. Tongue coating, thick and white. Empty
And yung stiff, Dok, di ba? Pwede stiff yung pinakita nyo, Dok, na super stiff, parang wind.
Oh, pero cold to eh.
Oo.
Okay, empty cold naman. Anong kulay ng tongue body?
No coating.
No coating.
Pale. Di ba?
White.
Pale.
Slight.
Coating.
Oh, you walang coating. No, you don't talk about the coating. You just talk about the tongue body. Tongue body and slightly
Pale.
wet. Slightly wet. Ang empty cold. A purple tongue indicates
Blood stasis.
very good.
Blood
Not
stagnation.
chi stagnation. Chi stagnation, you don't actually
Blood stagnation.
yeah, blood stasis or blood stagnation, that's the same. Internal wind, what is the itsura of the tongue?
Debate.
Hard tongue.
Elevated tongue.
Stiff. It can be stiff
Stiff pala.
moving or deviated.
Stiff tongue.
Where is okay, if you see a moving tongue in a patient, pag elderly, ano ang diagnosis mo? Dali.
Internal wind.
wind. Liver.
I'm sorry, deviated tongue pala, deviated.
Deviated tongue. Heart.
Nakita mo, nag-stick out siya ng tongue, deviated. Tapos matanda na yung patient, internal wind. Eh kung bata pa,
Internal wind.
Heart.
okay,
Heart.
Heart
deficiency.
deficiency.
Okay, what
Heart
is
rate.
external invasion of wind? To differentiate this from internal wind, nanggaling ito sa, just like the recent
Labas.
pandemic that we had, no? So, first stage, do you see any
Okay.
color, a change in the tongue body color?
No.
No change. Wow. External wind heat invasion. How are you
It's
going
like
to
the
describe it? Katulad ng
Quivering
kanina. Okay, the
quivering
tongue
duct.
may be red in front and on the side, especially in children. White coating in the early stage, later stage, yellow na. Kasi nag-interiorize na siya. Thank you very much for your attention.
Medyo confusing pa yung mga